Appreciate everybody being with us today. We will note the meeting is being live streamed and recorded. We would also ask if you have a cell phone, please put it on silent or vibrate. We would appreciate your doing that. We always begin the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we'd ask you to remain standing for a moment of silence. Mr. Kennedy, could you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have a moment of silence, please. Thank you, everybody. Vanessa, could you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Sinata?
Here.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Here.
Commissioner Vogler?
Here. We have a quorum. We always set aside time during the meeting for public comment. First opportunity is just in a few moments, and then prior to our adjournment. So we have two times for people to make public comment. We would ask if you do have a comment that it be related to county government matters. And you're welcome to speak both times. If you just want to speak once, that's fine. If you're just listen, that's equally fine. And if you could try to limit your comments to about 5 minutes or so, we would appreciate that very much. Row officer reports and comments. We always set aside time for our elected row officers if they have any matters of business to be brought before us, but today they must not, because none of them are here. And Mr. Burek will get to you shortly.
Under staff reports, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, you got it. So that takes us to public comment, and if you do have a comment, please identify yourself and we'll hear what you have to say. Hearing and seeing none at this time, we'll keep going, and again, before we adjourn, we'll open it back up again. Under fiscal and contractual, we do have one repository bid. Vanessa, what number would this one be?
276.
276, thank you. This is for a parcel in Mahoning Township, parcel number 249000492. A bid of $500 was made on this parcel by Amy Mitchell. The location is 159 Gary Lane. The Mahoning Township supervisors accepted the bid on August 12. The Mohawk Area School Board voted to accept it on August 20, and now it comes before us for acceptance. We've noted in the past that all three taxing bodies must agree, so now it rests with us. This is Resolution 276. Gentlemen, what are your wishes?
I'll make a motion to accept.
I'll second that motion.
Thank you both, Dan and Chris. Any concerns or questions? Hearing none, we'll take a roll call to accept the $500 bid. This is Resolution 276.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next on the agenda, we have listed the bids that had been received for the elevator modernization project at the Lawrence County Jail. And this has been discussed. The bids were opened actually on August 26th. They were tabled at that time. This matter has been discussed at commissioner meetings and prison board meetings. I believe what we'll do today is hear from the warden as far as a recommendation, and then based upon that, next week we can have a formal resolution to that effect. Can the warden be heard from where he's sitting, or would he have to come up to the mic? Do you mind coming up? Normally that table's back a little bit. Warden, I'll turn it over to you. This is Warden Ballmeister.
Commissioner, like you said last week, there was 4 bids that came in. They were opened. Maintenance Supervisor Chipola and I reviewed these bids, and we would like to recommend the TKE elevator is awarded the bid. So that's our recommendation. And looking for approval.
Okay, well, thank you for that. In order for us to take formal action, what we'll need to have, we'll put it together. You've done your share of the work. What we'll have to do on our end now is put together a formal resolution to take that action based upon your recommendation. And unless my colleagues object, we'll do that a week from today. Any concerns, Dan, or questions for the warden? No, you're okay with that?
You're okay with TKE?
Yes, sir.
Because I'm looking at the other ones and they're kept going up and up and up. Well, if we get everything we need done over there.
We are very comfortable with TKE.
Okay, I'll leave it here.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Sonata, who also chairs the prison board.
I know the board needs to do diligence on this.
Mr. Chipola also says he's,
So thank you for your, this has been a long process going on, and we want to get it done as quick as possible. We also have to do it in the safest and most cost efficient way possible. So I appreciate that, and I have no issues with this. If you are comfortable, you feel, they're a national company, they've done work before. Just looking at the cost analysis and if TKE and what I see is going to be at the lowest cost for us.
yes,
And they're a reputable company, and you're comfortable them doing a good job with them, am I correct?
nationwide.
And I have no issue with that, and hopefully next week, hopefully we will get this resolution passed, and we get this elevator finally behind us. And take,
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Very good, sir. Joe, any concerns on your part?
None whatsoever. I had a chance to review the proposals with Carol. All three were qualified providers, similar to work, scope of work. We took the lowest qualified bidder for it, so I would recommend moving forward.
Thank you.
Very good. We'll put the appropriate resolution together for next Tuesday's meeting. Hate to ask you this, but if you're able to stop back next Tuesday, just in case there's any,
Of course, Commissioner.
not that you have nothing else to do.
Not at all, sir.
Well, if you could come back next Tuesday, we would appreciate that.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, thank all three of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome to stick around for the rest of the meeting, but again, I know you have a lot going on, so
Yes, sir.
please.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. We're still under fiscal and contractual and in our packets, and these documents are available if anybody wishes to see them. Let's see, if Debbie Walker is watching, I'll have your entire packet for you upstairs, Debbie. The warrant registers that are the documents submitted to us by the County Controller's Office, also known as check reconciliation registers, are in our packets. They are dated August 25 and August 27. Chris and Dan, I'll give you whatever time you need to look them over, and whenever you're ready, I can take a motion for us to accept them.
I've looked them over, and I'm gonna make a motion that we accept them.
Now, second. Thank you both, gentlemen. Are there any questions? Hearing none, we'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thank you. Also in our packet are the minutes of the August 26th County Commissioners meeting. Once again, gentlemen, take whatever time you need to look them over, and whenever you're ready, I can accept a motion for us to approve the minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
I'll second.
Thank you both, gentlemen. And if there are no concerns, we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Vanessa. Reports, staff reports, and we have Mr. Brian Burek with us today, who is the director of our tax claim office. Brian would like to update us on a couple things. So, sir, if you don't mind coming forward, normally that table's back a little bit. I hope you're not uncomfortable there. Feel free to move around if you need to. Thank you, Bill, there. Feel free to move around if you need to. Thank you, Brian.
Morning, Commissioners. I'd like to read a statement regarding the upcoming 2025 Lawrence County Tax Claim Bureau upset sale. The upset tax sale conducted by the Lawrence County Tax Claim Bureau, originally scheduled and advertised for Friday, September 26th, will be continued to a new date. Due to technical issues with new software being used by the Bureau, required 30-day notices by certified mail were not delivered to all property owners with 2023 delinquent property real estate taxes. As permitted under the Pennsylvania Real Estate Tax Sale Law, the Bureau is permitted to continue the sale to a later date as long as it is held by the end of the calendar year. The new date for the sale will be Friday, October 24th, 2025. It will begin at 10 a.m. in Courtroom 1 at the Lawrence County Government Center at 430 Court Street, Newcastle, PA 16101. This gives property owners who still owe 2023 taxes additional time to pay. All 2023 and prior taxes must be paid by October 23rd, 2025. For any questions, taxpayers can come to the Tax Claim Bureau. We can also be reached by phone at 724-656-2125 or email us at taxclaim@lawrencecountypa.gov. Now, for anyone who wishes to be a bidder at this year's upset sale, they must pre-register and give a $500 deposit during the week of September 8th through 12th. There will be no bidder registrations accepted after September 12th for any reason. Additional information can be found on our website at lawrencecountypa.gov/department/tax-services. And this statement was reviewed and approved by the county solicitor, and I'll give a copy to Vanessa for the minutes and also provide a copy to the Newcastle News, and I'll be glad to answer any questions anyone might have.
Brian, thank you very much. Couple comments on my part. Again, go back to if Debbie Wachter is watching us, I'll include this in your packet, Debbie, but do whatever you have to do as far as the news is concerned. Couple comments. On all the years I've been here, I do recall there have been other occasions where we've had to change the date of the sale. This is not the first time this has happened.
Correct. There's been at least 2 times in the last 20 years where the date had to be pushed back as well.
And your reasons are very logical and certainly on my part, very understandable. Do you happen to know, Brian, are we obligated to post this in a legal ad form?
Because it was advertised already in the Lawrence Law Journal, the Elwood City Ledger, and the Newcastle News, we're going to put a new, smaller legal ad with the new date. We're not going to relist all of the properties. That list of properties is available through my office, and it's already been published in the paper. But we will put a new legal ad in just stating the date has been continued to the October 24th date.
And finally, I assume you'll post this outside your office so people who come to the counter
Yes.
see.
It'll be updated on our website today. It'll be posted at the Tax Claim Bureau.
Thank you. I'll see if Commissioner Sanada has any questions.
No, Brian, I think you've done a good job with this, and I know that you want to give every property owner the opportunity to pay those taxes when that's throughout the sale. And I know this new system, you put a lot of time and effort into getting this system up and running, and I know it hasn't been easy with training and your staff issues, so I have no issue with this. Postponing it a little bit, give everybody an opportunity to make sure it's done right.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Kennedy.
I'll say the same, Brian, with everything you've had to go through, the challenges of new software, getting everything done, and then having just you and Ally up in the office, kind of tough. So we thank you and your staff for what you're doing, but this is part of what we have to do to try to get through this. So I'm fine with it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, the good news, as you said, it does give the delinquent taxpayers actually a little more time to get caught up on their 23 taxes. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Brian. Have a good day, sir. Under reports, we have commissioner reports and comments, and today Mr. Kennedy goes first.
Let me got one big thing here. Last Thursday afternoon, I went up to CYS to talk to John and his staff,
and also to meet with two young ladies from the state who announced that they have awarded our CYS, I'll say staff and John and his team. Now they go to 1-year inspections instead of every month or every week. Just proving that the staff up there, John and his team, have stepped up and really have that place running really good. So we thank you, John, and your staff. The people from the state were really excited, said everything is now working fine up there. So getting everything done in the right time and the right time frame that they want has been big for us. So, but the young people up there, because they're all younger than I am, but they've done a great job, and we appreciate it. Appreciate you, John.
Thank you, Commissioner.
That's it.
Well, the only other thing I have is, I don't know if you've all heard what happened in Elwood last night, but thank our first responders down there for, Rick Myers is a top-notch guy, him and his team down there too. Thank them for what they had to go through last night.
Didn't hear there was an explosion at the former Walnut Ridge Elementary School, which is no longer a school, I'll make that clear. And we received notification about 3 a.m. from Chad Strobel, our public safety director. Fortunately, there were no injuries that we're aware of. And I agree with Mr. Kennedy. Between our county staff and the folks down in the borough of Elwood City, it looks as though they've been right on top of it. Thank you for noting that. Let's see, that was it, Dan?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you. I get to go next. Couple of things. John Bout, who's here today from Children and Youth Services, also let us know that the State Office of Children, Youth and Families, do I have that right? OCYF?
That's correct, Commissioner.
They've asked you to assist another county that had an unfortunate situation. I believe they had a child who passed. And they've asked you to offer some assistance to your counterpart in that county. So that speaks well for you. They thought well enough of you to see if you could do what you can to help. So we thank you for your willingness to do that. You've got enough going on, but you're taking the time to help another county. We greatly appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Last Friday, Commissioner Sonata and I'll let him give all the details. We had the pleasure of attending the Beaver Lawrence Farm Bureau's annual farm tour at Mitchell Tree Brothers Logging and Lumber in Pulaski Township. It's a nice event, but again, Chris, if you want to add more, please do. And then finally, tomorrow, the monthly meeting of the Lawrence County Conservation District will be held at noon. It's a public meeting. It will take place at Sony's restaurant on Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. So I serve as the representative from the commissioners on that board. It's a good board, it's a good group, but they do have their public meeting tomorrow at noon. That's all I have. I'll turn it over to Commissioner Sonata.
Thank you, Chairman. I'll just follow up on what you said with Mitchell Tree logging lumber with the Farm Bureau tour last week. I was quite impressed because the last time we were out there, we had Shootout to Burner International for their groundbreaking, so we weren't able to take the tour of the sawmill and everything, and they said they wanted to schedule the future, and it worked out with the Beaver Lawrence Farm Bureau having their annual meeting out there for legislative issues, that we got a chance to do that. And I was quite impressed. You know, a lot of people don't realize they employ 35 people in Lawrence County. Those are family-sustaining jobs. And I was just impressed with the work that's being done out there. And they ship overseas, other parts of the country. I'm a little bit guilty of that too, not knowing the whole operation of how it works. But a lot of people drive past that. I did many years just on 376, and it sits back there. But they turned that, what was that old plant, That was Metcoa. They turned that into a very viable business.
Amy would remember Metcoa.
Yeah, I do too, with their issues with ground contamination and everything else. So now we have a legitimate good business working there. So I just commend the Nctv family for their efforts and commitment to Lawrence County. Also had an opportunity on Sunday. I had a chance to go down to the Memories Car Cruise. This was their 16th annual car cruise, and it was a great event for Lawrence County and the city of Newcastle downtown. You had over 400 cars. You had many vendors, and I spent probably about 6 hours down there, and because it was a beautiful day, weather-wise. Last year it was like 95. This year it was in the 70s. But I always want to commend Phil Sinceri and Bob Stoner and Mr. Carbone. It's the three of them who put this together for 16 years. Phil is the barber in downtown Newcastle, who's in his mid-80s, and his energy is just phenomenal. It's well known. They come from all over. I think people don't realize, and I sit on the tourist promotion board as well. They generated a lot of money here in Lawrence County on Sunday because these people weren't just Lawrence County residents. They come from all over the place. I just like to throw out a shout out to the Resto restaurant downtown. They were open on Sunday, and which is a good thing because a lot of times a lot of places weren't open downtown. You bring 4,000 or 5,000 people in town. They were open, and I actually had a chance to have lunch there. They had a great buffet for a very reasonable cost, and it was really good. And there was a lot of people in there eating it. A lot of them were out of towners. At least they looked like, because they were there with cars, and the positive comments coming from some of these people out of town was a good thing. So I was happy to see them open because in the past, sometimes you always try to say it's Sunday. We want people to see what's happening downtown. And what they've done with that old bank building, and I know all three of us had an opportunity to see it. And it's just, that's the type of things we want to see as a positive in the community. So I just want to, just a little shout out to them for being open and seeing the people that were going in there. So hopefully that will continue. So that was my big event over the weekend. And I just, like I said, because I've been participating in that many years, and it's just to see it keep growing for downtown is important. And we have a lot of car owners in Lawrence County, old car owners. And Dan, they used to call them, both Dans, they used to call those cars, they call them antiques now. We just remember those from high school. Yeah. So, but that's pretty much all I have to say.
Thank you, Chris, very much. We'll move on to new business, and we have a couple of resolutions, 3 to be exact, from domestic relations. Mary, would you mind? Mary Kelly is the director of our domestic relations office, and it's good to see you as always. And Vanessa, 277?
Yes.
Thank you. The first resolution is number 277, and I believe we do this every year.
Yes, sir.
This is your maintenance agreement for the Cardex Lectrever file system. And can you tell us who it is you'd like to continue this with?
Hruska, Hruska Enterprises of Youngstown, Ohio. To my knowledge, they're the only ones that have this agreement or maintenance for this particular Lectrever. And as long as we can continue with the contract, then we won't need to purchase a new one.
So you've been satisfied with the service they provide?
Yes, sir. And it's the same price as last year. So
And that price is $1,530 for a 1-year period. It'll take effect October 1 of this year, run through September 30th next year. Mary, before I open it for questions, anything else on this first?
no, sir.
Okay. Dan, questions for Mary? No? Chris, anything? No. Thank you. Could I have a motion for resolution 277?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Vanessa. Proposed resolution 278 would be an agreement that it's an intergovernmental agreement between the Domestic Relations Office and the Lawrence County Sheriff's Office. This is to allow for law enforcement personnel to provide security and provide or perform various other duties on behalf of the Domestic Relations Office. This would be as though it's a 5-year contract. Mary, I'll let you give us the details if you can.
In the past, we never had a resolution for this. After speaking with Attorney Medor, he recommended that we go ahead with the resolution. This also falls into play with the other agreement. The one that you signed, for some reason it's not coming to my head. Anyway, this will be a 5-year contract, so I'm down to one detective. So when he takes off, then I don't have any security. So sometimes I have family violence marked for a conference, and I need somebody to stand at the conference door to make sure that it doesn't get out of control. Another thing with the intergovernmental is I may have somebody in a different county that needs served, or they need to serve somebody in this county. So then they send us the information, we give it to the sheriff's department, the sheriff can go serve them as well.
Makes perfect sense to me. Before I turn it over for questions, let me just read the paragraph that we're voting on. It states that the Lawrence County Sheriff's Office shall maintain and improve the effectiveness of the Title IV-D Child Support Enforcement Program by outlining those duties that the sheriff shall perform on behalf of the Domestic Relations Office and the terms by which those duties shall be performed. Subject to the availability of federal funds, the effective date of this agreement will start on October 1 of 2025 and conclude on September 30 of 2030. Let me see if Mr. Sonata has questions for Mary.
No.
Thank you, Chris. Dan, any questions? No. Okay. Gentlemen, can I have a motion for Resolution 278?
I'll make that motion.
And I'll second.
Thank you both, and we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. Resolution 279, this does look familiar. It's the Equifax Verification Services, and it's a 1-year contract. So I think we've done these before.
Yes, sir, this is your second amended.
Okay, can you give us the details, please?
Certainly, to our advantage, we have to have a 30-day notice of any, to end the agreement. And same as for their agency, would have to give us a 30-day notice to terminate their services. So they amended that and put that in under terms and termination.
So to be clear, we're not terminating, we're
No.
simply addressing the language that allows
sir.
for the process for potential termination.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So
Anything
if our
else?
funding runs lower and we need to terminate this, we can do that.
That's good to know. Anything else before I turn it over to my colleague?
No, sir.
Mr. Kennedy, questions? No. Mr. Sonata?
No.
Gentlemen, would one of you wish to move for Resolution 279?
I'll second.
Thank you. There are no other concerns. We'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy.
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. Anything else, Mary?
No, but I really appreciate your time in this matter.
Of course. That's what we're here for.
Thank you so
Anything for
much.
you, Mary. You have a great day.
You too.
Thank you. Our planning department has a couple of proposals today, and Amy McKinney, our director, is with us. You know, the gentleman.
This is Chris Conti, he's our new player.
Nice to meet all of you. Thanks for having me.
Welcome, Chris.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard.
Thanks.
CONTI.
Yeah,
And my recollection is that, were you employed up in Mercer County for
yeah,
a few
yes.
years at least?
yeah, a little while.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm from, but I have connections to Lawrence. Dad was from Mahoney Town.
Oh, there you go. So Chris was born in Mahoney.
Okay.
Which contacts?
well, Joe and Antoinette were my grandparents at 214 South Wayne Street. Dad was Marcelino.
I asked them because when I lived in Huntingtown, we had a Conti family right across the street from us on Clayton Street.
Oh, okay.
And they had about 6 children, Frank. Jack.
That's not a relation, yeah.
I wasn't sure. When you said that, Huntingtown, I always think of them because they.
My grandmother was a DeFelice, and there were a lot of, okay, yeah.
Oh, all those names.
Yeah, and then mom taught at Newcastle in the 60s, so that's how they met, so.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, Chris, we're glad to have you.
Thank you for having me.
It's interesting because I hear the pronunciation of Conti and Conti. How do you?
It's Conti.
Conti.
My great-grandparents spelled it Conte,
I see.
and then they switched it to Conti, and then it got to be Conti.
Great. Mr. Kennedy, any comments? No.
Just watching over.
Thank you.
Look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
Amy, you've got a couple things. We'll start with number 280, which is the facade program in the borough of Elwood City. Looks like we have a company that has applied, and it looks as though it's Woodruff and Smith Heating and Cooling on 5th Street. What can you tell us about this?
This is an application that was submitted for the maximum amount they're allowed, which is $5,000 with a $5,000 match. And they will be doing painting, doors, and lighting to the facade of the building. Elwood City Steering Committee reviewed and approved, and now we're here for you guys to approve and bring it to place for them to do the work.
Specifically, it's 231 5th Street.
Yes.
In the borough of Elwood City. I'll see if Commissioner Sanada has any questions. How about Mr. Kennedy?
Not at all.
Okay, so you're recommending this, Amy?
Yes, please.
Thank you. May I have a motion for 280?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. Resolution 281 is a request from Lawrence County Social Services for funding from the county's Affordable Housing Fund, which originates in the Register and Recorder's Office. We've used this fund in the past quite extensively for Carpenter's Project and the Mission Barn Project. More recently, we've used some of these dollars to assist Anita McKeever with Dawn Services for a mortgage assistance program for home buyers to assist with their down payment, I believe.
Correct.
But what LCSS, Lawrence County Social Services, is looking for is an allocation from this fund towards the county's lead remediation program. Amy, I believe you've discussed this particularly with the county controller to make certain that we have sufficient funds in that account that we can honor this request. That's your understanding. What else do you need to tell us about this?
No, I mean, like, you covered everything. The Lawrence County Community Action Partnership will use these funds for the county's lead remediation program that they administer for us. So it's just matching dollars to help with another county program that Lawrence County Community Action Partnership administers and does for the county. Housing rehab, mainly like this, like you said, like it said, it is for lead remediation. When they go in and do the rehab in certain houses, depending on what year they have to do that lead remediation, and it comes from funding from HUD. The
Affordable Housing Fund, as we noted, is that these dollars are collected in the Register and Recorder's Office. It's a fee that is charged when there's a recording of deeds and mortgages. And I've already noted what we've used these dollars for. The next time we'll be assisting Carpenters and Mission Barn and potentially Dawn Services won't be until next year sometime. So, and this fund grows pretty much on a monthly basis.
Correct, like you said, anytime somebody records a mortgage or a deed, the fee is I think $13.50 for the Act 137. So that's a fee that's added, and that goes directly to the line item that Controller Dave Prestipine has set up. So
thank you for all the homework you did on it. I'll see if Dan has any questions. No. Okay, thank you. How about Chris?
No.
Oh, okay. So you're recommending this, Amy?
Yes.
May I have a motion for Resolution 281?
I'll make that motion.
And I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. The final resolution that planning has today is number 282. Lawrence County belongs to two regional planning commissions. The Northwest Commission, Mr. Sonata represents us on that board, as well as the Southwestern Pennsylvania Commission. And actually, all three of us sit on that board. Amy sits on that board, and Mr. Berlin, Brad Berlin, is our private sector representative to that board. From a transportation standpoint, we have put together through the years a body known as the Public Participation Panel, which meets once a year, I believe, with SPC and PennDOT representatives. There's approximately maybe 20 people on that board
Yeah,
right now.
there's 20 on there now.
You're proposing
18 to 20, yeah.
3 new people, but, and here's who you're recommending that we add. Mr. Robert Eckert of Union Township, Mayor Mark Olisco of the city of Newcastle, and I should go back for a minute and say Supervisor Robert Eckert, Mayor Mark Olisco of the city of Newcastle, and Maxwell Frederick of Wilmington Township. But I should have let you offer more background. Would you care to give us any more details on what the panel does?
Well, so with SPC, like you mentioned earlier, that's where we get all of our transportation improvement stuff. We work with District 11, and that's with SPC as well. And so FHWA requires that SPC and each county has this public participation panel, and it has to meet certain requirements. So we have a diverse group of people. And so we've been doing this for a number of years, and we utilize them when we are updating the transportation improvement plan and also the long range plan. We reach out to these citizens to help in the public participation process that FHWA requires SPC and PennDOT do. So usually it's 1 to 2 times a year we'll meet. So right now we're in the process of updating the tip. So this will be like the first comment period of what we're having a meeting in September. And then you typically will have another one in May when we have the draft tip basically identified to adopt by SPC.
And thank you for clarifying that. I said once a year.
It does all depend on where we're at in the process. So yeah, this will be the first time we've met with them this year. We haven't had an actual PPP meeting. We did have a public meeting with SPC, but that wasn't just the public participation panel earlier this year. So
I have on my calendar Monday, September 29.
correct.
Starting at 11 o'clock at Weber Catering on Route 422 in Shenango Township. Has that been confirmed?
Yeah, that's been confirmed, and I let Rhonda Craig is our public participation panel contact at SPC, so she'll be sending out the invites to our public participation panel members, and then once this resolution is passed, I'll let her know the 3 additional people that's on that.
And it's open to the public. If somebody just wishes to come in and observe, they're welcome to. Is that right? I can't remember. Are the 3 of us actual members?
No, and I'm not. Yeah, so the 3 commissioners aren't, but you're we're advisory members.
Okay.
Is what we are. So we're obviously they take our input, but we're just there as an advisory role. The same thing with our PennDOT representatives. They're technically not on the panel. They serve as advisory members.
Thank you for reminding me of that. I'm going to see if Commissioner Sonata has any questions.
No, I've seen the list, and it's pretty diverse.
It is, yeah.
It's spread out throughout the county as far as representation is concerned. I think with Supervisor Eckert and Mayor Lisco, that just spreads it out even more diverse because the city and union now to be part of this. I know we have some elected officials and some private sector, so I think it's a good mix. What I've seen on the list, so I think I'm very comfortable with everyone that's serving on there.
Thanks, Chris. I neglected to mention that Maxwell Frederick from Wilmington Township is employed at the Forward Lawrence office. Dan, do you have questions or concerns?
No.
Okay, thank you. Once again, all this resolution does today is add these 3 gentlemen to the panel. May I have a motion for Resolution 282?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes,
motion carries.
thank you very much. Amy, got anything else for us?
No, we will have a planning commission meeting next Wednesday, September 10th at Shenango Township. Mary sent out the reminder today, so hope you guys can be there.
That's at noon, and
Yes.
it's at the Township Building, and it's open to the public.
It is, yes.
All righty. Amy, always good to see you.
Yeah, you too, sir, thank you.
Take care. Scott Baldwin is our Director of Mental Health and Developmental Services. Always nice to have you here, sir. And we've got a couple of proposals for us. We'll start with Resolution 283. This would be an agreement with GSK Enterprises. They're based here in Lawrence County. What can you tell us about this proposal?
Good morning. GSK, this is a renewal contract. This will start July 1st, 2025 and run through to June 30th, 2026. GSK does eligibility testing for folks looking to receive ID services. The total amount is $25,000 will be paid out of Human Services Block Grant funds. GSK has been doing this for quite a while, so this is something that they do for mostly IQ testing.
I neglected to ask at the beginning, that help me out here, Scott. All three of these, are they all contract renewals?
Yes, sir.
So that being said, Chris and Dan, do you mind if he presents all three of them? We just take one motion for all three. Are you both okay with that? Okay, thank you. Number 284 would be a contract renewal with Lawrence County Social Services IM4Q, and they are based here in Lawrence County also. What do you have on this one, Scott?
Yeah, so this contract will start July 1st, 2025, run through to June 30th, 2026. This is paid out of Human Services Block Grant funding. For the total amount is $28,000. Our office is required to have an independent monitoring service provided to those receiving ID services. That monitoring is done through Lawrence County Social Services. They've done this for quite a while. And again, these are surveys that they go out and conduct with our members receiving care. And they provide those results back to us, which we can give to the state. So it's a requirement, and Lawrence County Social Services has done it for a while, and we're happy to renew this with them.
Scott, thank you. Chris, questions on this proposal? Dan, anything?
No.
All righty. Number 285 would be a contract renewal with La Casa Personal Care Home, also based in Lawrence County.
So again, this will start July 1st, 2025, run through to June 30th, 2026. All paid out of the Human Services Block Grant funding for the amount of $30,000. La Casa is a small personal care home in Newcastle. We have 2 residents living there. And because their needs are more than what the average person gets, we help supplement some of those additional services. So for the total amount is $30,000. And again, we're appreciative of La Casa partnering with us for some of our folks.
Thanks, Scott. Dan, questions? No. Chris, any questions? Well, gentlemen, you've heard the 3 requests from Mr. Baldwin, numbers 283, 284, and 285. Would one of you wish to make a motion for all 3 of them, please?
I'll make a motion.
No, second.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll ask for a roll call.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thanks, Vanessa. Scott, thank you so
See you
much.
guys. Thank you so much.
Take care. Have a good one. We have a budget amendment. This is Resolution 286, and this applies to the jail. This is the IRP grant, and the reason we have to take action on this is unanticipated revenue of $3,590 came in, and we're going to earmark that towards the IRP grant expense fund account line item in the same amount. Joe, anything you need to tell us more about what we just?
No, you did very well, Commissioner.
Thank you. I'm in a good day. Mr. Sonata, any concerns?
No, anytime we get extra revenue, I think it's a good day.
Thank you. And Mr. Kennedy? I'm good. Okay. This is 286, gentlemen. May I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. Take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Proposed Resolution 287 is a transfer. It's a kind of a all-encompassing type of a transfer totaling, and Joe, I'll need your help here because the resolution as printed says 182,000. The resolution on our agenda says 180. Which
It should be 182,000.
Okay, that's what I thought. So on your printed agenda, we'll scratch 180, we'll make it 182. And what we're looking at here is the need for us to address the upcoming obsolescence of Windows 10. Our IT department has pointed out that there will be a need for new computers because of the ending of support for Windows 10. And what Joe has done here, and I'm guessing you had maybe had consultation with the controller's office?
In the IT department.
In IT. So what we've done, and I'm not going to read it all because it would probably take you a good 25 minutes, but what Joe has done here is he has taken a dollar amount from each of the offices and departments within the county government structure, and he's taken it from each of their capital contingency line items. Just a quick example, $3,000 for maintenance, $24,000 for the prothonotary, $1,000 for District Judge Russo, $8,000 for the controller's office, and I've just listed a few of them. But when you add them all up, it does total $182,000 for us to take these necessary steps so that we don't encounter a problem when that deadline comes. Joe, do you have more to add?
No, just from a certain standpoint, kind of backwards against the wall without with Windows 10 no longer being supported, which meant virus protection and all that stuff would be not provided any longer. As you know, our offices, many of them are vital and are on those computers all day long. So we'll be purchasing new computers.
I would have to assume, at least someone correct me if I'm wrong, that all the other counties in the Commonwealth are going through this as well.
I would believe that has to be the case.
If anybody knows anything to the contrary, let me know, but I'm guessing that we're all in the same boat on this.
Yeah, we looked at all options, but I don't think staying with Windows 10 was an option.
Understood. Thank you for your work on it. We thank Mr. Bordenero and his staff, and we thank the controller and his staff. Dan, any thoughts or concerns? Thank you. Chris?
Joe, what Windows will this be?
Windows 11.
Okay, so we'll be up to date and stay more. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I agree with what you're saying. There's no other options here.
No, they're really loaded.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. This is Resolution 287. Could I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Under transfers, let me go down the list. We have 5 transfer requests. Dan and Chris, stop me if you have any questions, and then when we get to the end, if you want to just do one motion, we can do that, or if you need to split them out, we can do that as well. Court administration is asking for a $240 transfer from their contingency into their cable line item. Also, court administration is requesting a $7,500 transfer from the jurors line item into that of maintenance and repairs. The Children and Youth Services Office is asking for a is that 5 or 6? $3,500? Okay, thank you. $3,500 transfer from contracted provider care into the refuse hauling line item. The sheriff's office is asking for a $15,000 transfer from his contingency into the salary overtime line item. Evidently, they've had a numerous amount of transports of prisoners to the hospital after hours. I can understand that would add up. Finally, the district attorney's office is requesting a $2,000 transfer from their vehicle expense line item into travel and training to cover ADA training reimbursement. I'm going to assume ADA in this case stands for Assistant District Attorney, not Americans with Disabilities Act. That'd be my assumption. Okay. Dan, do you have any questions or concerns about any of these?
No.
Thank you. Chris, anything? No. Well, that being said, could we have a motion then to approve the transfer request?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you both. If there are no other comments, we'll take a roll call.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. We'll jump down to announcements. This board will meet again 1 week from today, Tuesday, September 9 at 10 a.m. in this room, open to the public. As Amy McKinney announced, the Planning Commission will meet 1 week from tomorrow, Wednesday, September 10 at 12 noon at the Shenango Township Municipal Building, open to the public. Let me open the floor for public comment. Well, you gentlemen stayed the whole time, which we appreciate. Any concerns, gentlemen?
No, we're just glad to be here. Our competitors aren't.
Well, we thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having
And
us.
I think the solicitor mentioned a couple things too. I think he caught you.
In the hallway, yeah, but
Okay, very good.
we, kind of local commissioners meetings.
Appreciate that. Thank
Glad to
you.
be here.
Closing comments from my fellow commissioners. Mr. Sonata. No, sir. Mr. Kennedy. Okay, thank you. Joe or Vanessa? When we wrap up, can you all stick around for just one quick second? Sure. Okay, thank you. Well, there being no other business to be brought before the board, could I have an adjournment motion, please?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Thank you. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. The meeting is adjourned. Joe will turn off the equipment. So will Vanessa. Thank you, everybody.